President Trump is looking to celebrate his 6-month mark in office, and certainly I think everyone would agree that it has been an eventful half a year for the president. He's notched some significant wins in Congress, at the Supreme Court, on the world stage, but polls do show that Americans are starting to sour on some of his biggest priorities, and this matter involving the Jeffrey Epstein files has in a lot of ways overshadowed the president's accomplishments, at least over the last week. Members of the president's political base agitating for the administration to release more information, and the president working to tamp down on the discontent. Now, earlier Sunday, the president chose to mark the moment by writing on Truth Social, "Wow, time flies. Today is that 6-month anniversary of my second term. Importantly, it's being hailed as one of the most consequential periods of any president." In other words, we got a lot of good and great things done, including ending numerous wars of countries not related to us, other than through trade and/or, in certain cases, friendship. The president concludes, "Happy anniversary." So the president clearly eager to make the most of the day. He also, in an earlier post, referenced that Jeffrey Epstein matter, saying that since that controversy began bubbling up, that his approval ratings among his supporters had actually been increased. Now, according to a CNN poll that was released last week, the president's approval among Republicans stands at 88%. But overall, the president's numbers remain underwater. He's at 42% approval overall. And when you look at some of the critical issues that have been central to the president's 6 months in office, the poll finds that more Americans disapprove of the president's handling than approve. So on taxes, which is critical, the president passing that enormous bill that extends the tax cuts he signed first term in office, he's at 44%. On immigration, of course, the president pursuing a hardline immigration agenda, the president stands at 42%. On the economy, he's at 40%, and on foreign affairs, also at 40%.
We've got trade deals coming out of our ears, right? We had so many trade deals, they're all calling so many.
The poll finds that more Americans disapprove of the president's handling than approve. So on taxes, which is critical, the president passing that enormous bill that extends.
Good afternoon. My colleagues and
people basically have instinctively come to believe that no matter what, the Fed will do what it takes to get inflation back down to low levels because it is independent. If it is no longer independent, inflation is no longer its number one mission. Its mission is basically doing what the president's priorities are. And we know from history that the president's priorities are normally, I want low interest rates and stronger growth. And that is not the kind of agenda that, if it's incorporated in the Federal Reserve's behavior,
Here's the hats.
Well, I was gonna say too, it's like.
偷偷告诉大家，我最近发现了新法宝 Royal Face 逆时奇迹系列，它有活肤露、全效精华，还有精华霜。尤其我皮肤比较偏干，所以我非常的注重保湿。保湿做得好，肌肤自然烹润。提亮肤色更年轻。抚平皱纹，超有感，而且气色变好。用心保养，每天都更美丽。美吧。